Hey everybody, Bill Einelli on Ellie & Associates Real Estate. Welcome to the Real Estate Matters video cast. We are in mid-May, doing a real quick tour through here of the Prescott VA Center, aka known as Fort Whipple, the old Fort Whipple. Come through here and give you a little history. A lot of people have said, hey, can you run by and do a little tour of the VA? My husband's a vet, my wife's a vet. Yeah, no problem. Here we are. Here's the hospital, Bob Stump VA Medical Center. On the right, sports courts. This is quite the place for the veterans. Veteran sports courts here. Oh, look at that statue, that's pretty cool. Guy running track right there. And you come in here, you got over 200 beds with all the buildings here for the VA Center. You may want to go online to the VA website, and there's some, a day, a week, 10 days for certain specialties that you have to wait to get in here for, urology, foot doctors, things like that. They also have a medical health center here, mental health center. They have dentist set up here. One of my dad's dear friends was a dentist here for years. Pharmacy. They got a little store here. That's the hospital to your right. Got a little handheld today because I'm going slow. Bear with me on that. Yeah, they're pretty locked down still with COVID. I had to get a wristband to come in here, tell them what you're coming in for, and they're checking people out when you come in at the main entrance. A lot of security around here. COVID is still a concern with the number of elderly patients here in the hospital. So we'll just do a little quick little tour through here. This was the old Fort Whipple, which was built in 1864. And it's been many things throughout the years. It was discovered by Emil Whipple, and he kind of set a route through here for the gold miners. And they built this fort back in the day to protect themselves from the raids, and there was a lot of tension here, as you know, in the old Wild West with the Indian tribes and the miners coming here. So there was some serious things going on here. Then later, Teddy Roosevelt, who created the Rough Riders, you may want to look that little bit of history up. He came through here, and this was a base for the Rough Riders. And that was really interesting. Now, these old houses here on the left, there is a museum here. They're closed today because of COVID, but it's small, but it's really cool. They've got old war artifacts, mining artifacts, things like this. There's a bunch of houses, old houses on the grounds, and these are used for some of the workers, the doctors, that dentist that I told you about. He lived here for a long time. So they offer housing to some of the staff. And these houses are so cool. And it looks like they're rehabbing a lot of them. A lot of them appear to be vacant. I called the VA and they're like, I don't know. The gal that worked here didn't have a lot of information, and she was messaging people who never did call her back, so I'll try to follow up on that. But here's the old homes here all along this street. Pretty cool. Oh, these are worth a pretty penny. Like that one's vacant. So either they moved them out with COVID, or they're waiting to put people back in there. I don't know how that's working out. But as you can see, spectacular homes. How'd you like to come here, live in one of these, and work at the VA? Not a bad gig, really. You really don't even need to leave this area except to go to the grocery store. They do have shuttles and stuff for some of the veterans to come over here and get all their medical done. So it's a really nice facility. There's also the big one in Phoenix off 7th Street in Indian School. But this serves a lot of northern Arizona in here. And the original gates to Fort Whipple were up here. I don't know if they still are. So they shrunk it down quite a bit from what it used to be. Here's a kind of a panoramic view. There's Thumb Butte right there. Primo piece of land. that it sits on. Kind of hard to find. You have to Google it. It's when you come into Prescott off Highway 69, you make a sharp right to hit the 89, and it's kind of where the two intersect. Google it and you will find it. It's not easily accessible if you don't know where you're going when you come to town. But can you imagine back in the day? This thing was locked down, raids, people, soldiers, Roosevelt, people coming here back in the day. They also came back here for tuberculosis and breathing issues. That's why my dad's family settled here, because his mother had a lot of issues with that. And people came to Arizona. This was a TB center also, tuberculosis center back in the day. So it's had many uses. And now it's the VA center, which is great for the vets. So if you are a vet, check it out. Give them a call. See what you have to do to get set up, to get in here, to get your medical care. And you'll be all set here locally. Won't have to go down to Phoenix for a lot of the stuff. Surgeries, or if you're sick, or you need medication, doctor, should all be covered under your VA benefits, which gladly that we pay for the great people that serve the country here. So it goes on and on. All these buildings. Come down, take a tour when they open up, go through the museum. There's also a little bit of it down at Charlotte Hall Museum downtown, which I'll cover that on a video later. Coming up, I'm going to do that as well. We'll go through Charlotte Hall because there's so much history here. People that live here sometimes don't even know the VA's out here. So I thought I'd just give you a quick little tour through here. That's the hotel on top of the hill there. Casino's up there on the hill there. There's the P Mountain to the right, where the kids go up every year and paint the P for homecoming. And then we just come back down. There's a bunch of offices, executive offices, staff offices, much more in here. Used to play little Pee Wee League baseball in here. They have a baseball field down on the bottom. There's an old park there that people come and hang out. Come walk here if you're on the grounds in the VA. They have shuttles to take the veterans that are staying here longer term into town. Outpatient clinics, community living center, you name it. It's all here. It's all set up for you. The VA Center, Prescott, Arizona, right off Highway 89. So now you know. Everything else is rolling here. Come on out and see us. Prices are still crazy. There's not much inventory. I have noticed a little pickup lately in inventories. We're starting to see a little bit more of it. And there's the infamous pickleball that I always talk about. Every time I go, I see pickleball. There they are. I got to try that out. Come over here and play pickleball or men's softball. Oops. I'll get going out of here. And this is the exit out of the VA. Kind of doing this on the down low since they're so strict in here. But that'll give you a little idea of what's happening with the VA Center. Check it out, VA online there. VA Prescott Veterans Administration Center, Prescott, Arizona. Just off 89 and 69 where they intersect, as you can see up here on the right. Look at that. There's 69, 89, 89 north-south right there. So if you come out of here and you take a right, we're going to go right back into Prescott. You take a left, you're going to head out to 89 out to the airport in Chino Valley. And there's that big hotel on the hill. Casino down on the bottom. People get married up there. So get a hold of me if you need to, and if you want to get set up on a search for properties. If you want to come to town, a lot of you are coming in. We appreciate it. Check it out. And we'll be glad to help. 602-463-9166, 928-848. 6911 Bill Einelli, Associates Real Estate. Make sure and subscribe to the YouTube videocast. Hey, we'll talk to you soon. Thanks for listening. Thanks for being a part of it.